have with us the Lewisville Fire Department's Life and Fire Safety Clowns. They are here to teach you about fire safety. It's okay to laugh and have a good time, but be sure to listen for some very important fire safety messages. And remember to share these lessons with everyone in your family. So, please help me welcome the Lewisville Life and Fire Safety Clowns.
We found the treasure. We're gonna be rich. We found Davy Jones' treasure chest. We're gonna be rich.
Where is it? We're gonna be rich. Where is it?
I'll get it. Come here, members. Help me get it.
I wonder if it's full of gold, or silver, or diamonds, or rubies. We're gonna be rich!
Gee, I wonder what is in this treasure chest. Wait a minute. Look, it's locked.
Wow, that is a big lock. How are we going to get in there?
I have an idea. We'll take a hammer and a screwdriver and we can pry the lock off. Okay. I'll put the screwdriver right here, and when I nod my head, you hit it, okay?
Okay, let me make sure I have this right. When you nod your head, I hit it.
That's right.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Hey, what'd you do that for?
Well, you said when I nod my head, hit it. So
I did the screwdriver.
What are you two clowns doing?
Embers just hit me in the head with a hammer.
But we were trying to open the lock.
Well, here's the key. Why don't you try it?
Okay.
Use the key to open the lock.
Duh.
Wow, I wonder what's inside. Is it silver?
No.
Oh, is it gold? Is it gold? Lots of gold.
No.
Is it diamonds? Is it rubies? So what is in there?
Nothing.
Nothing? No treasure? What's a pirate without the treasure?
Hey, we're safety pirates. Maybe we can put the safety treasure in there.
That's a great idea. We'll put things in there to remind us to be safe, and we'll always be rich.
Message for you, Petunia. You've got C-mail.
Don't you mean email?
No, I found them floating in the ocean, so they gotta be C-mail.
Wait a minute, look out. That one has an attachment. Be careful.
Oh, yeah, it's got an attachment, and we don't know who sent it, so, we better not open it.
Yeah, it could be pirated software.
Well, here's another one. Why don't we try it?
Well, it looks like a treasure map. Hey, radio, let's use it to find the treasure.
Okay.
3 pieces.
That's not a treasure map. That's our home escape plan. Remember, we drew a map of our ship's cabin and drew 2 ways out of every room. Everyone should have a home escape plan. Draw a map of your house and locate 2 ways out of every room.
But X marks the spot, and there's an X on our treasure map.
That X is our meeting place. It could be your neighbor's driveway, the big tree out front, or the mailbox at the curb. Do you remember where our meeting place is? Ours is our ship's wheel. And you should always go straight outside to your meeting place so everyone knows you're outside and safe.
Hey, I remember that. Can I drive the boat?
Not now, Embers. We're talking about home fire drills. Remember, the most important part of a home fire drill is to practice it with your family. And when you go outside, you stay outside until a fireman says you can go back in.
We don't go back in?
Nope, not until a fireman says you can.
So we use this plan if our house catches on fire?
That's right. Or if the smoke alarm sounds.
Smoke alarm?
Smoke alarm? I've been working on a smoke alarm. Here it is.
That bird?
Yeah.
How is that bird a smoke alarm?
Oh, it's real easy, Ashes. You see what it is I smell for smoke and trouble, and when I smell smoke, I pull on the string, and the bird alerts everybody on the ship that I smelled smoke. Like this.
Well, that's great radio, but what happens at night when you're asleep?
Well, I usually snore really loud.
Well, I know that. But see, if you're asleep, you're not awake to smell smoke and sound the alarm.
Oh, like this.
Right. See, you can't be awake all the time, and the bird needs sleep too.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Maybe I better go work on my other ideas.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, that is a good point. If you're asleep at night and your smoke alarm sounds, you should roll out of bed and crawl low below the smoke. That's where the good area is. You go over to your door and you check it with the back of your hand. If the door's not hot, then you open it, be sure the way is clear, and you go straight outside, straight to your meeting place.
But what if the door is hot?
Don't open it. You go to your second way out, which is usually your window. Remember to crawl low below the smoke. That's where the good area is. You open the window, you push out the screen, and you go straight outside, straight to your meeting place.
Wow, that home fire drill is really important. Maybe we should put our escape plan inside our treasure chest. It'll help remind us what to do in case of a fire.
That's a great idea. Our home escape plan is a real treasure, and it does belong in our treasure chest.
Well, and you know, we ought to put our X into the treasure chest too, because X marks the spot, our meeting spot. All right. Hey everyone, point to the sky. Now, curve your finger and make it into a hook. And raise your hook. Ah! Now, raise your hook. If you had breakfast this morning. Ah! Raise your hook. If you're wearing tennis shoes. Ah! Raise your hook. If you think it's really silly to raise your hook.
Raise your hook if you rode to school in the car today. Raise your hook if you wore your seatbelts today. Remember, anytime you're in the car, everyone must wear a seatbelt. Let's put our seatbelt into our treasure chest to remind us how important it is to always buckle up.
That's a great idea, Petunia, but there's one problem. I didn't ride to school in a car today. I had to walk.
Oh, you know, Embers, that's a good point. Raise your hook if you walk to school today. Right. You know there are special rules for when you're walking. Like, when you're crossing the street, you need to go to an intersection. That's where two roads meet. You need to look left, right, and left again to be sure no cars are coming.
So let me get this right. I want to look left, then right, then left again, then forward. I cross the street?
That's right. That's awesome.
Huh. I got an idea. Let's put my shoes in the treasure chest.
Your shoes?
Yeah, my shoes. They'll help remind us how to safely cross the street.
Oh, that's a great idea. Good job, Ambers.
I got it, Ashes! What, radio? I got the latest smoke detector. This is my newest invention. This here is the Holler 5000. The most state-of-the-art smoke detector known to humankind.
Well, tell me how it works.
Oh, it's not that simple, Ashes. This here is technology. How it works is, I turn it on, and it smells for smoke all night long. And when it smells smoke, it turns off.
Well, it's good that it works all night long because nighttime is the most dangerous time to have a fire radio.
Well, let me illuminate you here, Ashes. Okay, let me turn it on. This. That.
Initiating starting sequence.
High tech, huh?
Hang on a second. Turn it on. Here we go. I got a pump and compress system built into it. How it works is it runs all night smelling for smoke. And when it smells smoke, it turns off.
What?
Nuclear powered.
Radio? You got it backwards. Turn it off.
That's the beauty of it. If you can hear it, you know it works just fine.
Radio? Turn it off.
That's the beauty of it. This baby stays on all the time.
Radio? Turn it off.
Built-in safety mechanism. Nuclear powered. I'm telling you, this thing is built to work for forever. This thing is built so well it'll never shut off. Maybe it does have a glitch.
Oh, I'd say there's a screw loose somewhere.
It's built to work 24/7, Ashes.
Radio, I know you've been working on it really, really hard, but it's not gonna work.
It works just fine, Ashes.
Radio, you got it backwards. It's supposed to go on when it smells smoke.
Huh?
Yeah, that's when it's supposed to come on.
That's okay, buddy. That's okay.
Turn it off.
Maybe I do need to work on it just a little bit more.
Hey kids, did you hear there's something new in Lewisville? Can I give you a hint? That's right, the A train has come to town. And that means the railroad tracks are busier than ever.
Hey, I've seen the new A train. It's really, really, really fun.
Remember, you should never play or walk around the railroad tracks because a train can come at any time, and they're a lot faster than you think they are. And when you cross, you should stop, look, and listen.
So I need to stop, look, and listen?
That's right. You should always stop at the crosswalk, look in both directions, and listen to see if you hear a train coming. And if you see one train, always look for a second one, and be sure to look in both directions. So remember, you should always stop, look, and listen. Say that with me. Stop, look, and listen. Good job. Let's put our train whistle into our treasure chest to remind us to be aware of the new train in town and to be careful around the railroad tracks.
Great idea, Petunia.
What are those, Radio?
Oh, these are the perfect smoke detectors. I'll show you in a second here, okay?
Okay.
Come on, Ambrose, let's get a volunteer.
Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain! I can hear you! Who doesn't know by now what under the sea? No one choruses here. Not one knows if we something to do. Come on there, get real ready,
Show you in a second here. Here, go ahead.
Well, they do look like a smoke alarm, but hey, we've got a problem here.
No, there's no problem here.
Well, you know, you're supposed to test your smoke alarm at least one time a month, and I don't see any test button.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I think we need to fix that.
Oh, Dad, come here, Mercy.
Mine works just fine.
Boy, I'll say it does. Pretty sensitive piece of machinery there. Test your smoke alarm at least once a month, because now we know that there's a problem. I think it needs new battery. Remember, you test your smoke alarm at least one time a month and change the battery at least 2 times a year, and you want to have a smoke alarm on every level of your house.
Hey, I have a new battery in my cabin.
Let me give mine a try now.
Give it a try now. All right. See, that's how it's supposed to sound when it smells smoke. And that sound should alert you and everybody in your family that you need to go right outside, right to your meeting place. Well, hey, everybody, let's thank our helpers for coming up and helping us with the show today. We put our smoke alarm into the treasure chest, because our smoke alarm will help remind us that we need to have smoke alarms. We need to test them at least one time a month and change the battery at least 2 times a year.
And there's a special number you should call when you go outside. Radio. Embers, do you see any clues?
Hands down. Put your hands down.
There's one.
Jacob.
And there's one. Do you see any other clues?
Now. Come back here. Here.
Get down, radio.
What's that, Petunia?
I said get down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what number did you come up with?
6.
That's close, but that's not right. Oh, turn it around.
Oh.
No, turn it the other way. You just can't get good help these days. Y'all try it again. Okay. 911. Is that the correct number? All right. 911 is the number you should call when you have an emergency, like if you need a paramedic, a fireman, or a policeman. And you also need to know your location.
Know your location?
Like I'm in my front yard?
That's close, but you need to let them know your street address so they know where you live so they can send help. And if you live in an apartment, you need to know your apartment number.
Well, what if I'm at my friend's house?
Oh, you need to know your friend's address.
Oh, so 911 is an important number to know in an emergency. And you need to know your location because 911 needs to know where to go.
That's right. Hey, everybody, what number do you call if you have an emergency? And remember, if you're calling from a cell phone, you call 911 green. That starts the call. And you also need to know your location. That's even our motto here on our ship, right here on our flag.
Yeah, you know, 911 is a real treasure. That's a number we need to know in an emergency. We should put this in our treasure chest because 911 could help us save our lives.
It's a great idea. Wow, look at all these treasures in our treasure chest. We really are rich. And the best thing about this treasure is it helps us to be safe. Hey, let's see what all we have left in here. Remember, our smoke alarm reminds us that we need to test it once a month, change the battery twice a year, and have one on each level of your home. Remember, our shoes remind us that we need to always cross at an intersection and look left, right, and left again. Oh, our train whistle reminds us that when we're crossing a railroad track, we should always stop, look, and listen, and be sure that the way is clear.
Carmen.
Ooh, our seatbelt reminds us that we should always buckle up. Our home escape plan reminds us we need to draw a map of our home, locate 2 ways out of every room, and to practice it with our family. Ooh, our X reminds us that's our meeting place. That's where you go outside to meet with your family so they know that you're outside and safe. And then our 911 reminds us that's the number we call if we have an emergency. And remember, if you're calling from a cell phone, you dial 911 green. Hey everybody, raise your hooks if you learned something today. Raise your hook if you will go home and tell your family what you learned today. All right, ladies, you are now an official member of our ship's crew. Let's lock up our treasure chest for safekeeping.
I already locked up our treasure chest. It's safe and sound secure.
Great job, Embers. Now give me the key and I'll go put it away.
The key?
Yes, the key. What'd you do with the key?
Well, I locked our key inside our treasure chest. It's all locked up, safe and ready to go.
How are we going to get the key out of the treasure chest?
I have an idea. We can pry the lock off. Here, this time you take the screwdriver and I'll take the hammer. And when you nod your head, I hit it.
Okay, when I nod my head, you hit it.
Right.
Hit it.
Hit it.
Talk to you a little bit about fire safety. Did you learn anything today? All right, everybody. On this end we have Petunia, and here we have